Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Scheduled Conflicts. Welcome. Thank you all for showing up. Y'all remember where we left off last time?
I just got a man executed.
A man? A singular man?
Yeah.
It was a little rough.
How about 5?
No, I got that was other people getting executed. I got one of them executed.
The other ones, those were not my fault. That one, yes, that one I will take responsibility for.
All I can
It's true,
say
I
is
brought him
that,
in front of the basilisk.
all I can say is that this is one of the worst parties I have been to.
I mean, the
Yar.
party was great. It just got super awkward.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess you could say heads really did roll.
You're gonna go in the
It was
corner.
mostly fire.
Yes.
Fire and some
You're-
treasure.
Yeah, gold.
We're gonna
The treasure gun.
put Joust
Oh,
in
the
timeout.
treasure gun. I forgot about the treasure gun.
Forget about the treasure gun.
How could you forget about that treasure gun?
I want it. Anyway.
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying,
God.
if you get hit in the back, boy howdy, you die a rich man.
Ugh.
So
Right.
yes, after making your way back to Gallius and having a little excursion through the rain, you all found yourselves figuring out what you plan to do next. Some of you discovered Camelot is in dire straits as she has heard the news that certain members of certain organizations are on the move. You had one rip-snorting time at the bar as some folks decided to drink the swill and some nasty stuff
Shenanigans.
happened.
Shenaniganery.
Shenaniganeries. It was when you started
Upset
going to
tummies
the
abound.
It was when you started going to the top deck that you realized that Alabaster had invited you to the party that was going on at the beach. But it wasn't long until you realized that there was something more than just celebrations going on as they hauled 5 folks set up to be the crew members of Silverbeard's crew, as well as himself. It was through a little bit of a deduction and some detecting of magic that you realized these folks were coded in some strange illusion magic. Whereupon
An
you
unknown magician.
played the part swimmingly and cheered on the execution amongst the other pirates.
It was really messed up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't feel good about it, but we got to know when to call them and when to fold them.
With the cheering of the burning effigies, the bamboo cages all completely burned to a crisp. Party ensues once more. So, what do you all do?
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Figures off. But,
I guess you gotta sweep them up, you know? Oof.
oh no, let the wind do it.
Yeah. I turned over to Tor, and I'm just like, well then, talk about really, I'm just saying, I'm at a loss for words from that. That was pretty fucked up.
And if you're at loss for words, then what hope is there?
Oh, I mean, I could figure some, but I'm kind of trying to assess what that situation is about. I really feel a bit different on human nature.
Well, needless to say, it does kill the party a little bit. At least 5 of them.
Oh boy, I really dig your humor. It does bring up the mood a little bit, Tora. You are the best of us.
I wouldn't agree with thank you.
Well, I think so. Pats him on the shoulder. So, what the hell do we do now? Do we kind of make a seamless disappear from it? Do we leave a gift? I'm not really sure how this goes. I've never been to a pirate party.
We
No,
can
n-
dip, but
I mean, I did have a bit to drink, but it kind of went right through me.
You even have a mouth? How do?
How do you
know what?
drink?
I'm not sure. I want to know.
You see, he just like goes over to where his vent thing is and just like kind of pours a beer down, and you see it just from a tube from the side, just like onto the sand. Like, see a little vent release and just like, and he's like, "See, goes right through me. Oh boy."
Fair.
But yes, I mean, we should at least mingle in a little bit, and then just like when we find a lull, we meet back in a safe place. Then we can talk more freely.
Well, we are still missing Pain, but
Oh,
since
Pain's going to grab a drink. He's not
yeah,
bored.
I'm aware, but still.
He needs one after seeing that.
I mean, I tried to calm my nerves, but see, I'm still jittery. It might
You don't
be
have nerves.
Izzy goes, you might be right. But I still feel like I'm about to explode. It's weird. Weird feeling.
Well,
Okay.
To take that weird step back, like in a sitcom.
Just do a couple awkward steps back.
Like Fairly Odd Parents when the mom says, everything I touch dies, and they all do that one immediate step to the side.
Drana, what's the blast radius of a gear forged?
I don't know that.
3.21
This is the first one
meters.
I've seen.
3.21 meters, he says as he turns.
Okay. Well, I would say we grab a few more drinks. We maybe mingle a little bit, but we try to head toward the door inconspicuously. Maybe one at a time. Or in pairs.
Most likely in pairs. Let's not leave anyone at the party alone.
I think our best bet would be to get Camulet out first. I do not trust any of this, and there are people. The walls have eyes around here.
Not wrong.
We're on the
In
coast
fact,
of a
talking
beach,
like
though.
this at all might be a terrible idea.
Hmm?
Talking like this at all might be a terrible idea.
Oh yes, that is so great. I mean, the tide just rolled in, and we were just short on the reef. It's like one pirate looks at us like I'm like wait, like,
Guys, roll me a deception check.
oh boy. You asked the right
We'll look it
person for
up.
a deception, Chan. Let's see. Okay, +5. It's not
Deception,
too bad.
Chan.
Deception, Chan.
Deception, Chan.
And
How about an 18?
18, all right.
And I'm like, and boy, did I say yar to that, matey.
Oh, yeah, I'll drink to that. As you see, like, one of the pirates in the ski mask just drinks off.
And I'm just like, that was close. Like, we shoot.
Is there anything akin to whiskey in this freaking party, or is it all just rum?
It is rum, it is cheap ales, it is booze.
Whiskey's hard to transport. Unlike rum. Rum stays a lot longer than whiskey.
Yeah,
but it's not
it
as
is the
strong
drink
as
of
they
the
look
seas.
like.
Mm-hmm. It's what you get your rations from. Rum.
Pain's just gonna grab a mug and just like grab some mail. It's probably not gonna get him buzzed, but if nothing else, we'll give him at least something to taste.
Sure.
Something different than donkey's blood.
What are the rest of y'all up to?
Joust will do what he's been doing and kind of intermingle with the party, kind of just be like, oh, wow, ho ho, like do a whole, like, oh, look, I can do a whole finger trick thing, and it's like, finger actually pops off, ooh.
Very inconspicuous.
Yeah, no, it's just a really good trick. You know? Like, wow, that is a really good trick. Like, whoa.
How do you put it back on? Simple.
Simple. He just screws it back on. Give me a second.
What's Alafi up to?
That depends on how much food is around.
Still plenty of food.
Still plenty? Still munching. He seems unperturbed by just about everything going on. Is just eating away.
Oh, he's
Alright.
found the
He's
plate with
smiling.
the little cheese with the toothpicks on it. Oh boy, he's having a town. Oh, so good.
He did one good trick with the detect magic earlier. He's considered himself very happy. It's like I did a good job. Much.
Dum, dum, dum.
I deserve
Alafi,
this.
Yes.
you're approached by this vibrant woman. This tight corset around her, this long, windy dress.
Uh-oh.
A lady of the
Hey, yo.
night.
Uh-oh.
Sort of
This
just
should be good.
saunters over at you and just, "Oi there, love."
Mouthful of food.
Oh, look at you. Such a big boy with a big appetite.
Uh-huh.
Milady.
What's a
I'll
big
have to
man
finish what
like
he's
you
eating.
doing out here out in the seas?
It finishes, actually swallows and doesn't put more food in his mouth. And says, I'm just a wanderer. That's how I got here.
You
I imagine
wandered
you
into
largely
a
do the
weird
same.
place here, big boy.
Right. You need something?
I was just hoping you'd introduce me to all your friends. Seemed like you've been gathering with a nice right bunch.
Insight check.
Sure, roll me an insight.
What does she want, actually?
She wants that
You're-
sweet Alafi plot, She wants that Dia Alafi. That's what
She wants a
14.
14. You get the sense that she has been studying the crowds and has picked certain people that she is interested in. Namely you, as well as some of the other men in your party.
Wonderful.
Oh.
Elafe will respond with, why me? There are so many more interesting people, like Captain, what was his name? Captain Yarface?
Our face.
Yeah. Captain Yarface and his treasure gun.
Oh,
that much
he's
more
got a
interesting?
concubine for every inch of himself. They're 2 concubines.
Whoa. See one guy spit out his drink. He's like, oh shit!
Oh,
it's like the cat and Puss in Boots. Oh,
that's a funny joke. Unfortunately for you, I don't think my group will be much interested in talking with you, sorry. If I'm picking up what you're putting down here. Well, with the whole course and everything else you have going on.
That big brooding man there seemed to be fine the other night.
Which one?
I don't know what it was about them, but they just had this sort of thing with teeth.
Oh.
Oh my.
Huh? I love his legitimate response. Huh?
She kind of like lifts, like tilts the nape of her neck, and you kind of like. It's less of a hickey and more of like just like the indent of a bite.
Oh.
Oh my, Pain. I didn't know you bit on the first date. Jeez.
Don't.
I wish I still detect magic. Elafi's gonna stare down this lady and point to Pain and say, "You want him?"
If you're not
He is
interested,
so gay.
are they now?
Yeah. How do you not? It's so obvious. This is Elafi with 8, insight. So
I don't think it's really gay to be in relations with me.
Right. You. Elavi's gonna reach out a hand, like, onto her shoulder. If she'll let him if she doesn't shy away.
No.
And, like, trying to console this poor lady, say, look, I understand we're interesting people, but you can't make friends with everyone. Maybe try another group. Our group's already tight-knit.
She sort of like lifts her chin up to like reach your height. Who says I'm looking for friends, dearie? This party's about fun. There's plenty of it to be had here. Maybe you'd like some fun. Wouldn't hurt to enjoy yourself every now and then.
This has officially made Alafi slightly uncomfortable because it's like, no.
Can I tell that Alafi's uncomfortable?
Probably not, honestly, because Alafi just kind of keeps staring at the woman and is just like,
Yes,
Well-
the social butterfly will note this.
I'm not going to stop you from trying, but I ain't going to introduce you either. Sorry, you're not nearly hairy enough to be my type.
Likes those bearded ladies. I see.
See how it
For
is.
folks.
Big boy's got something small to hide.
If that helps you sleep at night.
Oh, I'll need something else to help me sleep tonight. As she just sort of wanders off past the sand and the other folks around.
Elafi will turn back to the group and say, that was unpleasant.
See Jazz come up. Well, what? She seemed like she wanted to have fun with some friends.
Oh yeah, she certainly did.
She seemed might pushy, did she not?
Mhm. Yeah, she's paying attention. That's the vibe I got anyway.
Well, if there's one thing I know, she's been pretty nosy. I should know. I'm very, very nosy.
You don't
Which
have
is
a nose.
shocking for someone who doesn't have a nose.
You see, he like touches his face. Oh my goodness! That guy was right. He did take my nose that one time. I'll have to find it one day in my travels.
You'll never find it. It's going forever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, a gold-plated nose sells for a good amount on the market.
I suppose. I do not know the market on facial features.
Well, only the nose knows.
Ah,
Pain's gonna go continue being a wallflower.
Yep.
And now that Elafi is done being interrupted, he is continuing to eat.
Good boy.
A bit of a moment passes. You eventually see Calabaster drop from his little perch next to the basilisk. Starts making his way towards the rest of the group here.
Oh boy.
I am going to march right up to him. I'm going to intercept him. I'll put it that way.
Okay. So you sort of meet him halfway or so.
Yeah.
He sort of just
Well-
has a mug in hand, takes a chug of it before making his way to a more personal level.
takes a knee.
Well-
what'd you think?
It seems like someone's claimed the bounty I wanted before I could. Now, well,
There's plenty of other bounties out there.
yes. But none that could impress you. What you coming over here for?
Wanted to see
Sure.
if our guests were enjoying the party. Seems like you are all enjoying it pretty well. Way you screamed at righteousness in the name of the basilisk. 4 men burned.
Of course. Our loyalty is only to one. Well, you can feel free to ask the crew how they feel, and I step aside to let him pass. And I kind of nod to Camelot to, let's get out of here while he's distracted.
Yeah, you'll
you-
see Joust point a finger and do a message like, you better get going so we don't have to, so we can give you a distraction.
Sort of just nods and begins to quietly make her way over to Drana's side.
And I will, if she will permit me, I will take her hand and we will walk out, but not make it like super obvious, like trying to blend in with the crowd, but moving toward the door.
Give me a stealth check.
Clank, clank, clank.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Plots and
While that's
plans.
happening, sent you a message,
Okay.
Gub.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
15.
Wow.
Wow!
15, well done.
Nice.
That's very good with your disadvantage.
With
That's
disadvantage and a
disadvantage.
-1.
Not bad.
Camulot's not making it so you clank as you want.
I've replied to you.
Thank you.
All right. Whew.
Gotta remember I message more.
Eventually, he makes his way as Drana and Hamlet are pushing the way out. Alafi's still going to town on the food.
You see Joust.
Man, are you
stop.
gonna eat your weight worth?
Maybe. Still hungry.
Eat up, as he sort of like gives you like a pat on the back.
Bandaloff just keeps eating. It's great.
Party's all for you guys, after all.
Oh boy.
Alabaster knows more than anyone else.
Yeah,
But the
of
fact that
course.
we aren't being hunted already means he hasn't told anyone.
Yeah.
Or it means he did, and this is like the ice, the
He
carrot on
wanted
the
us to
stick
tell
right
on
now.
it. He wanted us to tell on ourselves. Let's be real.
I clearly think this is the carrot in the stick for like a
Oh, yeah.
easy a rabbit trap. Like this is clearly feels like a trap. Like just a matter if we jump on it and not.
Where's Tor in all this?
Tora would be around trying to blend in with a mug in his hand, except it's not actually a mug. It's just a major image illusion.
All
'Cause
right.
At this point, he's not going to take the risk of getting drunk.
Trying to blend in. Give me a stealth check.
Oh, this will go great.
The most flamboyant of us. Well, I think I'm more flamboyant.
Come on, buddy.
Hmm, 15.
15. All right.
Not bad.
Despite being the brightest one in the room, you're able to socialize enough to blend into the crowds. He eventually just kind of like makes his way over to Joust, still like pulling off some tricks.
Yeah, you see Jazz is just like, you see he's like, good day, Captain Keelhaul.
Evening, buddy. Didn't know you were the performing type.
Well, I am always one to at least make people feel a little bit better.
I always assumed your kind were always as thick as a board.
Oh, well, I'd say I'm a bit more flexible than most people.
You fooled me.
Yes, I do. I am a little stiff sometimes. As his like elbow gets stuck and he kind of bends it and it moves again. There we go. See?
Well, as he sort of hands you his mug. A little grease for your arms there, buddy.
Oh yes, that might work. And just pours it on it. Ah yes, very good, much better.
You're supposed to drink it, dumbass.
Oh right. He sips it in the end. Mmm, good.
Gives you like this quizzical look before just like turning his head like, have fun with your little magic tricks.
Ah, of course. And I hope you have a wonderful evening, Captain Keelhaul. You see Joss's like eyes kind of do that like narrow thing as he leaves. He's like, I will drown you one day, Captain Keel. One day I will hold you under the water till the bubbles stop coming up.
Oh God.
like a cookie and milk.
Yeah. Yes. Until you become as smooshed as in the gratin part of the milk. He's trying to think of another analogy. He's like, damn it, I can't think of another one. Like, it's all in his mind as he's thinking about that, and he just kind of awkwardly does it, and he's just like, You see he'll point over to like, he'll kind of look for Tor and point and do a message to them. He's like, should we make our way out of there, or should I make a distraction at least?
No, the last thing we want is attention.
All right, well, I think you should make your way out of here. I am pretty good at mingling in with people.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll slowly take the same route that Drana and Camelot did.
Okay, you did good roll blending in. I'll let you keep that.
Yeah. And Jess will just slowly be like, he'll basically keep offering people drinks as he's kind of like just doing the whole like crowd surf thing, like just kind of moving through, like kind of like, oh yes, drink up, yes, 3 cheers, yes.
Oi, barkeep! Another drink for Captain Yarface!
And I'll be like, this guy's the life of the party. Like kind of doing the finger guns, yay.
So there I was, long ago, born at the edge of time. Eventually,
Uh-huh.
sort of pushes his way over to Pain.
Well, Payne's just basically staying where he's at, just taking in the surroundings. As soon as he sees Calabaster, he's just like, I was wondering when he would show up.
I had to save my favorite party for last.
Oh, I'm sure I'm your favorite. Listen. All things considered, no hard feelings. Yeah? Had a good deal anyway. Seemed more than fair. No reason for me to hold a grudge.
Sort of keeps this like rested smirk on his face. Not so different. You and your friends and I.
Well, on the plus side, you wouldn't have to be babysat constantly. Just nods over to the Joust as he says that.
Yeah.
Consider yourself lucky in that regard.
I hope you realize what that little message.
I feel like you've sent so many at this point, it's a little bit vague.
Let me spell it out nice and clearly for you. He sort of like leans in, ear to the shoulder. You're not good fucking people.
Oh, no, I know.
Just wonder when things will catch up to you. But for now, it's good spirits, good crew. You drink, celebrate.
Right. Hey, maybe have your face try and get some better rum. This one barely has any flavor.
Oh, you know that bastard. He just takes whatever rum he can find out in the open ocean. Maybe someday he'll take one of those gallant ships from Aleas. Till then, he'll
Yeah,
keep
maybe.
spinning his tall tales about how he got his entire face bit off by a shark or something.
That man's worth 500 gold. You know he won't.
500 gold of some other country's bets. Out on the open seas, dude's a damn.
Remind me, how much were you and the rest of the upper crews worth again? Just so that I know.
Come on, you've been around Gallius long enough.
Yeah, but I'd like to hear you brag.
More than you can bite into.
Oh, I can bite into a lot, you have no idea.
Roll me an insight check.
Alright. What is my insight? My insight is a 0, so it's a straight roll.
Straight roll.
3. Great. Excellent. Fantastic.
I think he's coming on to you, Pain.
Oh, God. I
Oh
hope
my
not.
goodness.
I certainly hope not.
Yeah, face is really close. Are we supposed to kiss?
Well, either way, keep your little Sanguine Band close to you. They'll make a good name for themselves out there. Or a bad one.
Oh, well, that in mind either way.
Just like a little finger wave and scurries his way back into the party.
And Payne's just gonna watch him leave, imagining his head on a pike, but keeping that thought to himself. So I'm gonna try and slip into the shadows and follow Tora out. So,
Alright.
do I need to roll a sleight of hand or a stealth for that?
Yes.
Oh,
23.
Oh, yeah.
Easy peasy.
it's like you were made to do this.
You pretty much walk your way past like where the light casts fire and sort of into like the overgrowth of palm trees until like shadow is just pretty much over you the whole walk back.
I catch up to Tora. And just come up from behind him. And just put my hands on his shoulders when he's least expecting it. Oh.
Thank you, Sunshine. My nerves weren't already shot enough.
Good. Glad to see you still awake.
Everything goes smoothly.
As smoothly as it possibly could be. One day, I shall have Calabaster's head. And oh, the things I could do after that. But till then, play nice.
All right. 4 down, 2 to go.
Joust, Alafi. What are you doing?
I've definitely made myself way back to him as I'm like at the table trying to like look like I'm like, what do I have to eat to pretend that I look like I can eat food? You see, there's like a durian fruit that's clearly not to be eaten. It's just like sitting there, just
Oh no! It's gonna stink up the whole plate.
he tries to open it up and he's like, wow, this is a lot slimier than I thought. It's like,
No. Oh.
yeah. And yeah, some guy's like, oh, that was supposed to get thrown out. Oh, like, oh.
Oh, is he gonna eat it?
The inside of a durian fruit's actually pretty good. The outside, like, part of it
The
is just
outside's
nasty.
a pain in the ass to like hold, but the inside, while it does taste good,
Very musky.
The smell is very pungent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see, he takes like a bite. He just smushes it into like a little mouth slot. Mmm. Delicious. It is an acquired taste. Kind of just comes over to Alafi like, I think we should probably go now.
Uh-huh.
You look flustered. Your cheeks seem redder than usual. Are you alright?
Been chewing a lot.
Ah, that makes sense. Your jaw muscles do need time to relax. After all, digestion is very important to humanoids.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Hmm. Well then. Boy howdy, what a good meal. I could hardly eat another bite. I think you should go first, and I will just mingle out behind you.
Yeah, it is about time to get going. Okay.
Yes. I hope you had a wonderful time at the party.
Is there any food Alafi can pocket on the way out?
He has a chunk of durian fruit. Would you like some durian?
At this point, the
eats it.
most popular foods like the meats have been like accounted for. There's mostly just
Pocketing meat isn't exactly on the high list of things to nab anyway.
there's mostly
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I think just a couple of just wayward fruits just lying around. They still have like chunks of the entire like whole pig they had on a long table.
Nab some more of those fruits. Alafi's had a lot of fruit in the past couple days. He'll just pocket like 2 apples and a banana on the way out. And he immediately eats the durian that was offered to him from Joust.
Whatever then gets mushed, which is smeared on his face right now. Like,
I didn't know a fruit could be so greasy.
It's greasy, musky, and stringy at the same time.
Ah,
Uh,
He's got a durian beard going on.
no!
Well,
all right.
yeah.
mm.
And yeah, as he
Great.
goes, Joust will just be like, well, time to mosey. And just like kind of like slowly saunter out.
Alafi just walks out.
Yeah.
Alafi's been here long enough.
That you just saunter your way out of the party.
Mhm.
Most of it was dying down at that point. The 3 pyres reduced down to just 1, and you eventually make your way back to the main base of Gallius. I assume you're all heading back to the Ember Lights.
Mhm.
Is it funny that we're going to one of our party members' parents' house as a main base of a operation for a coup? Like, just think about that. Like, that's like going to someone's grandma's house.
Call it a coup. Call it a change in management.
Ah, yes, a change in management. That's better. Just funny to think about.
But yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems like a good idea. Make sure your parents are still safe.
Yeah. Just check
Yep.
on him. Don't make too much noise.
Mm-hmm.
You return to a cold forge, small studio of of a home inside the hollowed and rickety walls of Gallius. Find your parents sleeping very soundly.
I look to Camelot and say, "Well, we're home. You. Would you like to take the bed tonight? I could sleep on the floor."
The hammock.
Yes. Well, it's always been a bed to me.
There. I was it only courteous of guest after all. Or begins to just make her way to the hammock.
And I will sit down on the floor next to the forge, back against the wall. Just smiling at how well the night went.
I'm just gonna whisper over to Drana, just like, do you want us to meet you in the morning?
You're welcome to spend the night here if you want, but
I don't think there's much room anyway.
yeah. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early.
Right. So I'm gonna head on over to the tavern if anybody else is gonna join Payne.
And Laffy definitely joins you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Or is behind you.
Joust is straggling behind, but he sees Alafi and he follows. He's like, "Wow, Alafi is a lot faster than I thought." As he's like trying to keep up. Boy, howdy.
It's fairly late into the night. You can hear the creaking of the sunken ship as most people are tossing and turning, resting up, or staying awake, we'll say.
Hey.
You make your way back. The starboard bow is sort of lit up by light candle lights, and the
Wouldn't they? Sorry, would they still be sweeping snow out of it?
It's pretty warm around here. Probably
Probably.
melted.
Yeah.
it almost seems almost like halfway through the spirits had given up and just left. She sort of just like cleaned up the tables that she could and the chairs set back up, but most of the floor still like a bit in tatters. I'm not sure if you remember this, but some of those pirates did die when that happened.
Oh yeah. Well,
Did
Yeah, I
they?
mean your gut would explode and you'd bleed out pretty quick if you ate that much and just ruptured. Ugh.
Well, it's less about that, and more about the man that sneezed a snowstorm into a tavern.
Ah, yes, yeah. They're just basically just plopping them over the deck right now. Like, ah, man, that's like 3 already.
I'm
Yeah,
going
they're-
to ask questions. I'm just gonna grab a chair.
I'm just gonna grab a chair, sit down.
At this point, even Spirits is just dead ass asleep.
I'm not gonna bother her.
Joust will take a vigil outside as he just stands out there and he's like, "Good night, everyone," and just blankly stares out. Like you see his eye screens go off. Like,
Laffy pulls an apple out of his pocket and just munch.
How much food did you actually take?
all of it.
Pulls out another apple and banana while holding the apple in his mouth.
You know, I saw that, what do you call them? A hooker come up to you?
Yeah, she was weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She actually asked you to, you know,
No, she wanted you, actually. Well, if I wasn't going to, she said she wanted to talk to you, but I dissuaded her. Didn't want her to waste your time, or her own time, really.
next time that someone actually gets the idea, don't worry about it. I'll shoot them down myself. It's actually quite funny when that happens.
Oh, okay. Noted.
I appreciate it though.
Alafi gives you a nod.
Well, apparently I missed all the interesting things.
Pain's still messing with his hair a little bit.
Have you been doing that all night?
No? Especially not in front of fucking Calabaster. I had to look like I can give no two shits.
Look, when we get to the Ember Lights tomorrow, we'll do something with it. Till then, try to make it look like you're comfortable in your own head.
I suppose. I don't know. You I don't know why I'm so fucking worried about this. Never had any qualms about how I look before.
I mean, it's a rare social situation for you. You've got a brand new outfit that, wasn't that you didn't choose yourself.
No, you chose it for me.
Mm-hmm. And I did a fantastic job.
I mean, you might as well just fucking do my hair at that point.
Is that an invitation?
Fine. Yeah. It's an invitation. Are you happy?
This Tora just rubbing his hands together in anticipation.
Do you just want to get over with now?
No. Proper utensils first. I don't think we're going to find them here.
And we're gonna find them in the blacksmiths.
I'm sure they have to work with small details. At the very least, they should have a pair of scissors that'll suffice.
Do you not just have like your own styling kit or something like that?
I mean, there's actually just something magical about how I come together.
I suppose you can't really do the same on me then.
Are you from the Feywild?
Nope.
Then you're on your own.
Must be nice.
Convenient.
Actually, Tora, I do have a question for you. If you don't mind my asking. It might be a bit personal.
Considering I watched you change clothes today, I think we're good. What do you want?
So what was the argument that you had with your father that made you run away?
Tora chuckles a little bit at that.
I mean, it has to be some kind of argument.
Oh, no. Oh, trust me, sunshine, there was no argument.
Well, then what was the breaking point?
To be frank, the apathy?
Apathy towards what?
everything. So you assume that I had some big blow up with my father. The truth is, you couldn't be farther from it. No, the man is dead inside. Oh, that makes me curious. Why ask about my father? Why was that the one that you suspected?
I mean, considering what you said to Thistlehawk, you said, and I quote, "You can take my father if you want." I got no qualms about that.
Yes, well, the man might have a pulse, but a heart I do not believe he has, nor do I think he has a life that's worth saving at this point. I would have been fine with Thistlehawk eating him, frankly.
I figured as much. And I'm not judging you for it. I'm just saying, you know, it had to have been something or some kind of epiphany that just, like, had you teeter towards the choice to leave.
Let's
Good
just call it
question.
a last straw.
Is Alafi close enough to hear this conversation?
Give me a perception.
I mean,
check.
I would assume so. You go ahead.
It's not a big demand. It's a very open space.
Yeah. Hearing this talk of fathers has Alafi's attention. Can't imagine why.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
An absent father really that bad? From what age?
Okay, we're really doing this. All right.
Listen, Alafi's not going to squeal to anybody, let's be real.
Oh, it's not that I really keep this a secret or anything. Just nobody asked, and really, never really wasn't pertinent to anything. No, my father became the way he was a few years ago when my mother died. Or went missing, one or the other, you know. As far as I know, she got herself killed on one of her adventures. She was the type to stumble into that.
Alafi will sit back down at this and say, okay, very different circumstance from mine. I was worried my children were going to hate me.
Hold on, you're a father too?
I mean, I've been around long enough.
We're gonna come back to that later.
Much as banana.
Banana.
I mean, I assume Pain would too.
Not yet.
Hey.
We haven't gotten that far.
What?
Good night, folks.
Bunch of goofballs.
We're not leaving yet. We have way more D&D to play.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
ain't
know.
leaving
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, listen, I'm the comedy here. Hey, wait a minute.
All right.
So, your father just basically shut down after that.
Essentially, he's nothing like how he was when I grew up. Might as well be a stranger at this point.
It's so sad. Tragic, really.
Yeah, well, it happens. Don't get me wrong. I get it. At the same time, the man had 2 kids that he basically started treating as if they didn't exist.
That's the tragic part.
You have a sibling?
A sister,
Younger? Older?
older,
Hmm.
and takes after my mother, frankly. After mom died, she just kind of upped and vanished. Not seen her in years.
Did she try to go find your mom?
No idea. Yeah, that's my pleasant family life.
You know, one day, this is going to come back and bite you. And we might end up in the Feywild at some point.
I mean, I'm sure we will.
I mean, having multiple fey creatures here does help a bit. If you ever want to just talk, Tora, feel free. I'll be here to listen.
And you know, I'm not going to blab anyone. So,
Yep, appreciated, but frankly, it doesn't really get to me that much.
it's not a matter of just it getting to you.
That's good.
But, I mean, you know.
I'm more curious about this little thing that Alafi let slip. What about your kids hating you?
Oh, I was worried they would, the way you said that an absent father is poor, but it's a much more recent thing. I hope I trained my kids well before I had to leave.
Why did you have to leave? It's not like a father to go adventuring into the world.
I mean, you called yourself the Banished. What were you banished for?
You caught on very quickly. Exactly, I was banished from my tribe. I was seen as Furbo. Blasted Gaia had created some spider-like creature that was harassing a dwarven village just outside Durandorol. I couldn't bear to watch this creature kill some innocent people, so I stopped it. Unfortunately, in doing so, it managed to hit me and knock me out of my dwarven disguise.
So your tribe stays disguised as dwarves?
My tribe stays unseen. I was in town buying some goods, so I had to be disguised, but otherwise they are very difficult to find. Usually masters of shadow, every single one of them. At least that's how I train my kids. I had to drop the shadow thing when I was banished, of course.
Seems so
Whole
arbitrary.
fighting style is oh no, it's so important. Once you're recognized once, it's dwarves don't forget. They'll recognize you. And giants also don't forget. It's too risky for me to be seen again. To keep the tribe safe, I had to leave. Luckily, my kids were easily old enough to handle any duties I had as a forward scout, making sure everything went well. It's fine. I do miss them. And my wife. I hope they're doing well.
Who knows, maybe I'll actually get to see them again in some way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Oh, let's not be pessimistic now.
Oh, no, I would not put that upon them. It would be bad. If I see them again, that means that them as a tribe have been found out, and that would endanger my entire clan's way of life. That would be terrible.
All right, fair point.
Wonderful time teaching those kids. I wonder how much they've grown. It's also interesting. Any other questions while we're here talking about this?
I actually have a question for the DM, just out of my own personal curiosity.
Yep.
I want to try and have Payne try to recollect any like family life that he may have had at some point. Do I need to like roll an intelligence check for that?
Yes. Give me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
And there's Joust.
I'm sorry, I was busy in stasis outside, but I heard everything.
12.
You try to recollect whatever could have been. Sort of hear. You remember the vivid sounds of a discipline rained into you.
From like a general or father figure or something like that? Or just the feeling of what's the right word for it?
Like almost the feeling of like a structured life, disciplined every day kind of thing, or like
Something like that, yeah.
training.
The
kind
word
of
is
feel.
escaping me, but I know that there's a word for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You can almost imagine the marching in line. Feel like you trained and disciplined. You remember thinking fondly of a family you put to leave.
I don't suppose I would remember how long ago that probably was.
Fortunately,
Okay.
you have no sense of time, but simply moments.
Do I remember anyone in particular of that family or no? Okay.
Boy, you all do have some exciting pasts.
My past is actually mostly boring.
A
It's my
forsake
present
a
that's exciting.
forsaken father who must give up everything to save the people that he loves. I think that is a noble story.
In the end, it was just walking away, really.
It is not walking away if you had to make the choice to sacrifice your own freedoms and your own choice and love for the people you care about. That is not an easy choice. It is a noble and selfless gesture.
You know? Good point, Joust.
It is strange to think that all of you are so unique and so different, yet all still have similar qualities amongst you. I am still understanding what I really am, or really what happened to me. It is strange.
It's much to be found out.
Well, nothing special. I am more concerned about the future than the past, for the past can still be discovered inside all of us, but the future is yet untold by the choices we make.
Convenient. We make the future.
I suppose so.
Pain is just lost in thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I pick up on what Payne's going through at this moment, just by observation?
Pain, are you trying to hide your
I wouldn't say so, no.
Emotion.
It's not so much emotion, it's more so like he's going through a bit of a thought process. He's spacing out.
Hmm.
He's got like his head in his hand, and his eyes are just kind of like glued to the edge of the table as his elbow is kind of rest on the table.
Like that
And he's
daydream
just
look?
like looking down. Yeah, kind of like that, but it's more so like he's not looking directly at anybody, he's looking downwards.
Hmm.
That way it's just not as awkward. So I wouldn't say he's trying to hide it, but he's kind of trying to like mitigate, the idea that he's like kind of losing his place in the conversation that's currently going on. More so internalizing. And
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Tora is like right next to him, then he would definitely notice.
So, what's the plan for tomorrow?
Ain't that a question?
There is something big happening tomorrow, I think.
You're not there.
Yeah, I know.
Excuse me,
Just a
choking up a
reminder.
spit.
I straight up don't remember if we had anything big planned for tomorrow.
Well, I thought it might be best that we could convene if we need to. Well, I suppose no, that wouldn't be a good idea. We would know where the location of where they are, but to doing so early would jeopardize perhaps any plans they are made. We must think logically and provide a next step before we go all willy-nilly like we do usually.
Yeah, I'd rather have Drana here to discuss this. It is her family at risk, after all.
Yes, that is true. And I think you should all try to get some rest. I just wanted to be part of the conversation because I long to learn so much of my past, but the only fragments of the memories I have stored inside me are, how to say, corrupted.
Well, I've had enough of the past for one night.
Yes. I suppose you all should get some rest. I will be outside if you need me. Someone has to keep watch, he says as he blinks. And like, wait, that is not a wink. Wink. Dang it. Okay. Good night. He's like,
You
he's
tried.
trying to do it. He's like, blink. Blink. Damn it. Just like, please.
just like imagine one
Uh,
LED light just goes off and on and off.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, yeah, it's like, are you signaling us? And he's like, no, I am blinking. Wink. He keeps saying wink every time. He says it wink. What? Like, yeah, but yeah, he'll go back outside to stasis. All right.
Getting a rest.
Yes.
Yeah, usual night procedures, coin purses well tucked into coat and before going to bed.
Luffy eats that last apple before going to sleep.
gonna.
Oh man, you're gonna have an upset tummy, man. So much sugar so late. Oh,
Y'all don't mind.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Wow, I wonder who he's grabbing for the conversation. It's like Alafi has some shit going on. Woo!
Indeed. Laffy.
Mm-hmm.
As you rest up for the evening, you dream once more.
I am immediately so tense.
A domain that is becoming more familiar to you,
Mm-hmm.
and yet ever so slightly changing every time.
Yeah.
The once water that rose up from the stone slabs of this four-walled throne room is now tinged red with
Mm-hmm.
the water level has risen from about your ankles to now up to your shins.
Right.
And you
That's
see
enough to cause disadvantage on movement under normal circumstance. Haha. Don't mind me spouting random game knowledge for hoping.
not sure if that applies in a dream, but we'll dream about it.
Yeah.
The throne, stone throne, now has creeping barnacles. They're almost... How do I describe it? It's kind of like if a bundle of shark teeth sort of gathered in this this like semi-sphere, just latched on to pieces of the throne. And sitting upon it, you.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little more
Toothy.
toothy. Their skin appears to be a little more almost rubbery. Has this sort of like sheen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Begin to see like slight webbings in the hands. As more of the hair is slicked back to make room for gills.
Mm-hmm.
You bleed well.
Elafri's response, now presumably in this dream world, free of the usual hunger, responds with, "Where is Morgran?"
Are you really concerned about him?
I didn't have my wits about me last time, but you gave me time to think.
He's here. Somewhere.
Hmm.
He's been pushed away.
He and I have a pact. I'm gonna help him protect his descendants, and he's gonna help me protect my family.
Why? Should you?
For the sake of what is good in this world? That alone is enough.
Hungers.
It's not my
Cravings.
hunger.
Instinct.
It is only your influence on me. Hardly seems fair to call it my hunger when it's just yours. I imagine that desperation coming from you is your only way to possibly control me.
using these terms. Me, you, him. I am you! As he sort of like pushes himself off the throne and slaps his chest as like, I am you! You can push me down, put a lid on everything, and I can still come back, 'cause I am you! Deny me if you want. Beg for your little dwarven king back to sit on his throne. I will topple him off as many times as I need be. As you cannot fight this. You have fought many battles, and you have struck and spilled much blood. Time to feed.
Oh boy.
He beginning to walk over to you until
Mm-hmm.
you're about face to
Very
face. You
lofty.
hear sloshing of the water as his legs sort of almost demand the water to move out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
If he's commanding it to move. Tell me again. Say it!
You're just a curse. That's all this is.
A curse that you will have to bear. If you will not accept me when you lie awake, I will just have to come out when you least expect it.
I will do my best to hold you down.
Fight with it.
You know I will. And if I can't, I gut punch him on the spot.
Make an attack roll.
I assume this is not with my usual wisdom bonus, since this is the weird dream world thing.
No, this will.
Hard to use the whole key point thing when you are, in fact,
Unconscious, yes.
Yeah. Proficiency plus dex means I get +6 to the attack roll. Natural fucking 20.
Let's go. So, as you lie face to face, turning down your inner instinct,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like almost this. Have you seen Doctor Strange?
I have not.
Have you ever seen that that gif where like the monk just sort of like pushes Doctor Strange out of his body?
Oh, yes.
You can imagine this sort of like this punch as this sort of shark hybrid version of yourself just gets forced back across the room and phases through the stone wall behind as what falls before you is the Dwarven King. With his presence now open and active in the room, you can hear like the clattering of the teeth just sort of falling apart off the throne. The water sinks back into like the cracks and crevices of the stone block as the room returns to a sense of normalcy.
And a deep breath escapes from Alafi. Glad to see you.
A curse upon a curse, it seems.
I need help.
More than my help this time.
Yeah. Without a doubt. Ooh, the guys are not going to like to have to deal with this.
Do my best to fight it back.
I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without you. Thank you.
May have been right about one thing, though. You fight hard, and you bleed harder.
Did you? I'm not sure how much you saw. Did you see that fight with Calabaster? Oh my god, that was painful.
Made him run like a sissy.
I did. Every step. He even gave up shooting me at one point. It was the funniest thing. Except for the part where he was shooting Tora. That was not funny.
Well, I better see you making those giants run when we get there.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
For now.
Gotta make sure I don't turn into a shark for now, though.
Do what you can.
Yeah.
And as he says that, you sort of like black out.
Yep.
The rest.
Hey!
Hey yo.
And nothing bad ever happened.
Nothing bad ever happens to Alafi.
Yeah, nothing bad ever.
What happens to the Laffy?
Oh, in fact, good
Oh.
things happen. In fact, you all get a long rest.
Yay!
Hooray!
Woo!
Wow.
Not,
what a
not like you
wonderful
used up
rest.
much, anyways, but still, it's
Yep.
it's the thought that counts.
I need some of us have to shake off a sneeze.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
I should have
Don't
used
say-
the shield to intercept that blast, but Trunks didn't see that shit coming, so...
None of us did, to be fair.
Yeah.
Never know when you're dealing with wild water.
Mm-hmm.
Or now Joust Wild Match. Oh no.
And by the way, I forgot to tell you, Gob. I did end up using up my last bit of wild water on those drunks.
Joust does still
Yes.
have a bottle. He does
Yeah.
still have a bottle for if anyone needs it.
Yep.
I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna tap Tora on the shoulder. I presume that he's already awake.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Good.
think it'd be Tora, then Joust, and everybody else. Yeah.
Yep.
Up bright and early, sunshine.
Very much at the
Yeah,
break
well,
of
I wanted to
dawn.
get this- I wanted to get this fucking hair situation over with, so...
Oh, eager. Ooh. Well, just let everyone know that we're heading off to the Emberlights, and yeah, we'll handle it.
I will let them know.
As you're all
Alright.
gathering your things and preparing to head to the Ember Lights, see this small red kobold. This little goatee. And this sort of almost like navy blue outfit. You see like the emblem of a kobold on his like breast pocket. With this huge backpack, like disproportionately large backpack for a kobold size. And between his arms just appears to be like stacks of paper. As he walks in, just like, "Hi there, spirits! Oh, why are you always here so early?" "Sorry, ma'am. Kobold Express runs a tight shift."
Sorry. Oh my goodness, it is our competition.
No, it's not a
Nope.
competition.
Oh,
We're out of that
Let me
business.
know when Alafi wakes up.
"I have brought you the most recent updates." Yeah, just stick them on the wall. Aye, aye. As like he goes to his back, like he puts the papers on a table, reaches towards his back, and he starts pulling out this step ladder.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
There's like this like fold out step ladder.
Oh. Oh.
He heads
Oh, now
over
I
to
feel
the
bad.
to the wall and see him like with a tiny little hammer and some nails, and one by one he's like taking this stack of papers and finding open spaces to sort of plaster the new posters on the wall.
How much do you think that we have a bounty for our heads?
Wouldn't surprise me. We've already made quite a name for ourselves already.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not like we've engaged in much piracy, though.
No, but we definitely made some waves.
See, just think about it for a moment. No. No, we have not.
In Calabaster's eyes, we definitely have. The basilisks, absolutely.
It looks like that's everything. He sort of like holds his hand out to spirits. Lays like 2 copper out on the in his hand. Like a little squeak nod. Little kobold starts just almost like a Boy Scout with his backpack, just sort of like puts his 2 arms to like the bands of his backpack and just starts waddling out.
Oh, now I'm thinking the fat kid from Up. Oh, no, no!
like that, but skinnier.
Yeah, but a little kobold. Yeah, like, oh, no, oh. Oh my goodness, they are your company.
Friend of yours, spirits?
The Basilisk likes to keep good relations with Kobold Express, yet delivers the posters from all across Aleas. Keeps us all up to date on the wanted folks across the country. Funny enough, Kobold Express doesn't really give too much of a damn who they deliver to. But they
As
do
long as they get
guarantee
paid,
good
though.
service.
I'm gonna take a look at the board, see if I recognize any new faces.
Yeah, you head over to the new, freshly nailed in, like fresh off the presses sort of posters.
Do I need to make a roll?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you just
Because you
put 'em
see
up.
you.
Wow,
Like
Kane,
all
that
of
is
us,
a good-
or just me?
See all of you.
Fucking knew it.
Nice.
You see Joust looking, he's like, who is this handsome devil? He looks very familiar. Do you think he is my brother?
So,
That's you, Joust.
across
My goodness.
these posters, you see this official decree of just the emblem of falling fire stamped on the corner.
Oh no, it's the Fire Lord poster.
Oh no.
Officially decreed by Saint Bane Scourger and Saint Black Lion.
Oh boy.
That's a problem.
Oh dear.
The list of crimes as followed for a majority of you. Theft of Empire property.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be.
Joust thinks like you guys stole from the Fall Empire. Oh my goodness.
Harboring the undead.
Pretty
Excuse
bad.
me?
Yep.
That's probably because of Camelot.
Aiding and abetting known pirates.
Oh,
That-
okay.
That one's
Yeah.
fair. That
Yeah,
one's
we all-
fair.
Yeah.
We all
yeah.
shrug and we're like engaged in piracy.
fair.
Putting each of you with a bounty of 1,150 gold, dead or alive.
Am I put as dead or alive?
Your put is missing.
Oh.
and you
Oh, right,
you
We're
because
see
on
missing property.
right.
you see what appears to be a very toned down version of yourself. You don't see like the outfit you're wearing now. You see no powdered wig, you see no hat, just like this bronze chrome head on this sort of it's still a fairly fine suit, but nothing you recognize from your travels currently.
Yeah, Joust looks at the frame and he's like, oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that is me.
The reward for you is 10,000 gold.
Yep, that makes sense.
Oh no!
Missing property, yeah. If seen, immediately return to the Fallen Fire, probably, or something like.
Correct.
Yeah,
Return to the proper authorities of Falling Fire.
for the reward of 10,000 gold. Okay, that's a pretty fair. That's a pretty fair reward. Yeah.
I have a question. Harboring the undead. Are you sure they're referring to Howlett?
Yes.
Probably.
We also were in a place that was filled with the undead, so therefore, from the report given from them, I would assume that is
From the
also.
report that we gave, and the report that, was given by the foreman,
Yes.
the undead were taken care of.
Unfortunately, I know that person, the Inquisitor that was there. He would have found out the truth by now.
Yeah, I suppose that was inevitable.
Yes. So, well, it looks like I have to mosey along, everyone.
No.
No.
I am putting you all in danger. I have made you accessories
We
to the
would have
act.
had these bounties on our fucking heads with or without you.
Well, you would have only had a 2 out of 3, I suppose.
We're not
Joust.
letting you get away from this that easy, bud.
Joust.
And besides, I need your help.
Oh, okay. Well, that I guess makes it fair.
It's also far too late for you to turn back now.
Well, I've said that before, but I have gotten out of worse situations.
I was gonna wait until we were all together for this, but I also need your two's help.
Okay, for what?
Now that I'm of a little more sound mind than yesterday, we need to cure me.
I'm sorry.
What?
What?
You see, Joust puts a hand on your head. You don't seem to have a fever, but I cannot feel temperature, so I guess you might.
Oh god.
Joust, give me a medicine check.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Makes sense.
Don't worry. I saw somebody who looked like a doctor do this one.
I know what I know what this is.
Figured it out finally.
Yeah.
Oh, known the whole time, just waited for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. we got a good old +1 with that. How about a 14? Surprisingly, not bad.
14. You recall a moment back in the shark pit.
Kind of like.
Oh no!
As you're like,
Entropy.
as you're trying to like correlate certain markings that Alafi may still have from deep bite marks from one of the were sharks.
Hang on.
While you're not experienced with lycanthropy before, if Alafi's word's anything to go by, you're certain that something from that bite is affecting him.
You do seem to be distressed. You are perspiring at an awful rate, and it is barely in the early hours of the morning.
You need to see a cleric. And I don't know how capable Drona is with this sort of thing, but we can certainly try.
We should probably go tell Drawn either way. We also probably should get these
Yeah.
posters off. No, wait. They just mailed them up, and I
No.
don't want to take on his word.
And over here, this is a badge of honor.
Oh. Well, I
might
don't
go
really like
see.
my look. You see, Joust looks at it and goes, should I draw what I look like now on there? Because it's not accurate.
No,
No.
it's fine.
No.
Fine.
Oh,
Leave
all
it
right.
as is. Leave it as is. It gives you a bit of a mystique.
No, it is only
And they
this
don't know
point.
what to expect when they find you, thus making it more difficult for them to find you.
Hmm. Yeah, it is disappointing. It reminds me of my past failures.
You'll get a better picture later.
Oh
What about that?
boy, I do like the mystique of it all. But either way, we should let Drana know. But yes,
Come on, let's go.
Alafi is in grave danger.
It's not me that's in danger. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually true. If he turns, we're food.
Well, more than likely, I'm
We should
thinking-
get me something to eat before we go.
Oh, that is why
Oh,
your
it-
appetite is increased.
That explains a lot.
Spirits, do you have anything for to-go meals?
She's probably still like
Ah,
cleaning up.
Oh yeah, Alafi would have tried to keep that whole lycanthropy conversation relatively quiet.
Oh yeah, you know, we were probably sitting at a table or whatever, and just like kind of away.
We might
from
as
her.
well do something nice for Drona.
Bring bagels. That's a good idea.
Sure, yeah.
You just-
Bagels.
hand you a loaf of bread.
Ooh.
There's a lot to do. Thank
Alright.
you. How much is that? That's a joke. Here's a gold. Thanks for being awesome.
I'll clean up the rest of this mess.
Probably a
Probably
big puddle of
melted
water now
overnight.
for any of the snow. Like,
It's not melted snow. It's the explosive properties it gave.
Yup.
oh yeah, probably a hole in the wall. Like,
Well, I'm heading over to Drona's place.
Off we
Mhm.
go.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we probably all like try to be coy and just start sprinting. Like,
I was able to hold it back for a while, but dream I had last night, it is trying to come out. If it were not for Morgran, I suspect it already would have.
I
He's
do not
currently
know-
helping keep it repressed so that I
Right.
can get this fixed. Yesterday, I could hardly even speak of it.
Ah,
I was so hungry.
oh. I do not know what it's really all about, but it seems like it's a bad deal.
I don't know if I could eat
Almost.
metal, but I'm sure that angry me would try.
I do not know. Well, either way, I think you would probably just smash me like a piece of like a toy. So I do not want to be smashed like a piece of a toy.
You'd be thrown around like a rag doll.
Yes, I have had that happen to me at least 4 times in our travels. I am not a fan of it.
Alright. We'll just focus on what we can do once we get over to Drona's place, yeah?
Mhm.
For now,
I have
just-
an idea.
Yeah?
I'll say it when I get to Drones.
Seems like a good idea.
And just keep a snack, like, close by, yeah?
Just eat stuff in a whole
I've
loaf of
been
bread in his
eating
mouth.
constantly for the past 2 days.
Carbo
And
loaded right
keep
now.
eating.
Cool.
You pull up to the Ember Lights where you see Grindel is getting the fire started in the forge. Ben is sort of like tending to what's already been made. I presume.
Drana's probably asleep next to the table.
Yep.
Aw.
Tiny combo.
And what
We
about
probably-
Miss?
Hamlet's still in the hammock. Not sleeping, but more just sort of
Chillaxing.
sort of just like neutral, just reading up-
Staying in the shade.
staying in the shade behind the curtain and just sort of quietly reading. Eventually,
We
you
would shake Drana awake. Yeah. like-
eventually you all arrive through the veil of the forge. Welcome back.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are up early. I stand. I try to get my footing.
It seems that we have an issue that has come up. Well, about 5 issues. Well, 2 issues.
It's been a hell of a morning.
Well, not for me. I just woke up, and I pull out the chair and a chair and sit in it.
Well, I'm glad you are sitting down because this news is quite the big news.
So Olafi has decided that he wanted to come out to us, and he came out to us as a shark.
Pardon?
What?
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 Yeah, you see,
Olafi
looks
seems
at-
confused as well.
you see, Joust looks at it and he's like, "Is that what lycanthropy is?" So just says
I
it
mean,
blurted
he
out.
was bit by a fucking were shark, I suppose that's how it works.
He-
Yeah, recommendation: don't get bit by were sharks. It sucks. They try and take over your mind.
I mean,
That didn't happen
It's a
to me.
good thing I've got more minds in here.
I've only got one mind. It didn't happen to me.
Maybe
wait,
you got lucky.
Hmm,
you
probably.
have
What?
lycanthropy.
Correct.
Well, shit.
Exactly what I thought.
There's not a cleric on this tub that could probably cure that.
we were
But I
we were
think I
looking
know
at
someone
one.
who might.
Oh?
Rocco
You!
Jaw.
Oh,
Oh, Crocojaw. Yes, that is
If
also good.
anyone's gonna know how to deal with lycanthropy, it's gonna be Crocojaw.
great.
Oh boy, how many favors are we going to be calling in these days? Jeez.
We're already. Uh,
Just
Yes,
when we think we're out, they pull us back in.
Yeah, the more you get into the thick of this place, the more it pulls out the worst of you.
if it weren't for Morgran, I'm pretty sure I would have already turned.
Alright, so this needs to be dealt with today.
Yes.
Ideally, I mean, I can
Yeah.
probably hold it off for another day or two, but the problem is if I can't, then all of you are in a lot of danger.
Well, I think
Well-
the best bet would be at least smash me up and then at least deal with the
No,
rest.
no,
Stop
no.
that.
Why are you always so insistent on
Joust.
getting hit?
Joust.
He shrugs like it happened.
Joust. I'm gonna basically like hold Joust by the shoulders and just have him like look face to face with me.
He has to kneel down, like look down a little.
Joust. Shut the fuck up. Stop that.
Oh right, I'll get down to your level.
Joust.
Yes.
I can promise you, if you want to be a martyr, I can fucking make you one.
Hmm. You have a
Having him
good
doesn't
point.
work. I tried that.
I think yes. Well, I think we are wasting enough time here, Pain, as he shakes Pain instead. I am going to lose one of my best friends to some sort of lycan, and I do not know where they are throwing him. But we have to take care of this.
Okay,
So,
here's what
I-
we're not
I
going to do. We're not
appreciate-
going to have you be the fucking test dummy of the fucking Lycan's anger or hunger or both. Okay?
Listen, I don't know who Lycan is, but we must deal with this immediately.
Yes, I know, but we're not going to have you be the fucking target. Anyway.
this conversation's going nowhere. If Crocojaw doesn't have an answer, the only chance we have of him not turning is going to Morrowhaven.
And not
We
be
should also go
leaving-
talk to Bloody Maggie.
She wouldn't know, and that's too long of a walk. That would take
I
half
mean,
a day.
either way, we still do have an obligation here with her.
You're not
And if
wrong.
we leave for Morrowhaven in regards to this kind of emergency, we'd be leaving her hanging.
Not for long.
No, but still.
It's still dangerous. I mean,
Well, there's one other option.
what's that?
Hope that the wizard that's coming into town has a cure for lycanthropy.
Wait, there's a wizard
Right.
coming to town?
To pick.
To pick
To
up
pick-
to pick up the Ember Lights, yes.
Yes.
Oh, you are right.
Oh, can I have the sending stone back? Maybe I'll ask him to bring one.
I think it is a bit too late for that.
To bring a cure for lycanthropy, I mean.
They are already on their way here.
Maybe he'll figure something out.
He might have something. He might come up with some kind of idea that can help. Until then,
There is one other person.
How many people are here? Josh shrugs. He's like, oh my god.
Well,
No way
we
the
could
goblin
go-
merchant knows.
He might have something to at least subdue the effects for a short period of time.
like a buttload of food.
My stomach
at
can only
the-
take so much.
At the very least, if Crocojaw's crew is
Speaking
like
of which, do we have any snacks around here?
if Crocojaw's like this, then he might at least have a direction to point us to. Because I bet this happens more than once.
Probably.
Well,
He'd
I
want
mean,
us to at least do us a favor. He wants us to do a favor for him.
either way, we should pick a choice and deal with it right now because we are losing precious daylight.
I have
Let's
no
start with the
idea
goblin. That
when
could be
your
the quickest
little friends are going to
easiest.
show up, but we're kind of running on minimum just to keep impressions up.
Right.
I'm quite
Of
sure
course.
the Basilisk
That's
would
a
not
good
want
call.
to know that their top forge masters are sort of just up and leaving.
Right.
That is a good idea.
Good point.
Complicated situation. Why did I have to get bit by a were shark? So annoying.
Hey, you're the one
Okay.
who went to the shark pits. Don't look at me.
Yeah, it's fair.
Well, let's go talk to the merchant. Then we'll go find Crocojaw if the wizard isn't here by then.
I need to borrow Tora for at least a good while. We'll meet you over at Crocodile's place if you know the whole thing with the goblin doesn't work out.
Do I know where
Crocojaw
Crocojaw
even
even
stay?
stays?
You would know that he doesn't step foot in Gallius, except along the main decks that line the front of the ship.
Okay,
He
so
would most likely be at his own boat.
Alright, fair.
That makes sense, yeah.
Alright.
We'd have to go onto his turf and see if we can ask for
Alright.
him to,
God, that's terrifying.
Meet us at the docks, Payne and Tora. We'll go check the merchant. And Alafi, do you want to make the call to see when the guy's going to show up?
Yeah,
Or
I
would
can
you
probably
prefer
ask
me
him
to?
about that and the lycanthropy thing at the same time.
Or would you like me to? Since...
Oh, I'd happily do it.
Okay. Well, and I toss him the sending stone.
Yes.
Is it weird that I think it just says help lycanthropy in like one word? Help!
Get me out
of
here!
I'm
Camelot,
turning into a werewolf in all caps. Like
Anyway,
Camelot, you wouldn't happen to know a cure for lycanthropy.
could state the obvious.
Kill him?
Is to succumb to the whims of his own affliction.
I see.
We have. Other
That's not going to
options
happen,
still.
but
we have to put it on the back burner, okay?
But-
We're ad-libbing right now. All right.
I appreciate the help, but I also know that silver is something that could help with that, but that's not even in our repertoire right now. Come on, let's go.
You know, buy a
As-
silver necklace from that goblin. We'll see.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you all.
Oh, I need it. Thank you.
Keep yourself safe. We will meet you back later as we just like split off, I guess.
Alright, Tora, get me a haircut, make me pretty.
Oh, I get it. Your best friend, my best friend's turning into a werewolf, and I need a
interesting-
haircut.
We needed, it's interesting priorities, yes.
We're scrambling to find something. You're like, matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match.
Listen, I have been working on this fucking like
Angie.
PNG for like a few days now. I crunched this morning. I got it done. I want to show it off, damn it.
Fine.
Awesome. We'll
Yes.
start with Drana, Alafi, and Joust.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, go.
All right.
As like
We're-
if the doors close and we're just scrambling and there's an open hole there, we could just walk through. Damn it, it's locked. Oh wait, like let's go through the hole in the sign.
No, it seems to be business as usual in the goblin's little shop.
Knock, knock. Alafia lead. Also, for the other two, you note that Alafia is having trouble matching your guys' pace. He seems a bit antsy. Which is to say, he keeps accidentally walking way too fast.
Yeah, we have to keep like sprinting every now and then as you're just like bolting fast.
Oh god, it's one of those NPCs that's faster than my walk cycle.
Oh no.
But then
I'm
we
exactly
run and then
fast.
we're faster than your walk cycle.
Hey, at least you're not moving like Dampy from frickin' Majora's Mask. Like,
don't
god damn it, Dampy.
don't even open that wound up. Anyways,
Right. Oh.
The feeling you've done so many times you beat it on your first try in a recent playthrough. Anyway,
Oh god.
you sort of give a light tap on the door and just begin to hear a stirring. Just
hello. It's me again.
you hear like a stumble as something falls. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You need help in there.
That's fine. Fine. So eventually just hear scream the door open. Sort of like twists his neck and you hear like a crick in it. Oh! Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
We need your help, and we need it quickly.
As quick as my legs can move. Come. As he just waves you in.
I step inside.
Alafia is, of course, following.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
All
we're
right.
going in.
What can he here do for you?
I have a problem.
You're too tall. I have just the thing to make you shorter.
No.
Alafia is legitimately curious about what he's offering. What?
He just pulls out a battle axe.
Get
All right,
him.
let me see those ankles.
Huh? What do you have that would make me shorter? That's not my problem, but I'm still curious.
Just fetched this one the other day from under the boat. As he just pulls this like sort of round bottle with this like phosphorus blue liquid inside of it.
That looks dangerous.
Makes you shorter.
That's all it does?
Joust thinks for a moment, looks at Drana. Like, no time for that. I must help my
Makes the
best
tall
friend.
short and the short even shorter. Yeah.
So,
Is an amazing gag gift. How much is it?
no. We are looking. We are looking for, if not a cure, something to slow down the procedure of lycanthropy.
Oh yeah, I was bitten by a wereshark. I do still want that potion though.
Oh, for a sec I thought you were talking about lichen. I didn't know what he was throwing, but yeah.
As Joust goes, exactly. I did not know who Lycan was.
Oh my god.
Their treachery knows no end. Joust like shakes his fist. Like, oh wait.
I take it you were fighting Crocodile's crew.
I sure was.
Yes.
Then I'm afraid I can't help you.
Fuck.
Do you know if Crocojaw can?
Maybe.
Do you know of anyone that can?
See him like ponder for a long moment.
We're all just nervously sweating, like looking at him, like, come on, man.
Here's the thing. Nobody really comes asking for cures. Most people who get diseases just sort of grin and bear it or die.
Makes sense, actually.
Although most of it's like benign stuff.
Or like some incurable, like flesh-eating thing or something.
No, we don't usually get that here. Mostly stuff like scurvy, gonorrhea.
Oh.
Ah, the dreaded killer.
Sometimes a little disease.
How
Not all
much
the
for
strumpets are
shortening
clean around here. But werewolves, were-sharks, nothing like that here.
Well, except for me.
And you, Crocojaw's crew, Crocojaw.
Crocojaw is a were-shark?
Well, I mean, he is a giant crocodile, man. I suppose he was some sort of like anthrope.
Where crocodile?
Were crocodiles. My apologies.
Dear Lord. Okay.
Only ever saw the visage of that thing once. Almost as big as a longboat from head to toe. Wait, head to toe. Head to tail.
Ah, that is a big boat.
Swallow a man whole.
And
Yeah,
he's
Or two
silver
goblins whole.
necklaces.
We saw him eat a kobold the other day, but you know.
Oh, did Nick not kick the bucket? Yeah, he usually does that. Weird guy. Names all of his first mates Knick-Knack, and when they dies, he eats them.
Why they his first mate then?
Because they're usually the first to die.
Okay, that logic tracks.
Having a quick and easy snack would be nice too.
Maybe join his crew then. Plenty to snack on there if you're starting to feel those urges.
No.
Just
No,
a
I
thought.
didn't even mean to say that.
Yes,
How much for that shortening potion? And
Oh,
if
this?
you have
Oh.
it, a silver necklace.
No silver. Only gold here.
Damn it.
The potion. I will easily give to you for 30 gold.
25.
For a potion that only makes you shorter.
Yeah.
That I want to buy entirely for a joke.
I don't care how you want to buy it.
I also saved your shop.
Yes, and I return the favor.
That is true. He did not get mad when we, didn't help him clean it up. Well, I helped him clean it up. How about
Never mind. I don't want it if it's 30 gold.
All right, how
Hold
about
yourself.
25? How about 25 and you give us the name of Crocojaw's ship?
I know where Crocojaw's ship is. It's a big creepy one we saw when we came in.
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was just a big creepy ship. There's a lot of ships here, all right?
Make me a persuasion roll there,
Actually-
Joust.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy. Oh boy. See, that's I think it's. Let's see. I have a plus. Persuasion. That's a +8. Okay. I'm very convincing. How about 22?
25 it is then.
All right, Alafi, pay the man.
You got it. Leave me
Quite the ship he
419
has there. He's known in his tongue as Uladin.
Paladine, got it.
Or in common tongue, the Devourer.
So Paladine. I'm sorry.
Uladin.
Hmm.
The Devourer. You got it. Thank
The
you.
Devourer. Thank you. We appreciate
Hard to
it.
miss. Has a giant mouth for a front.
Yeah.
I now have a shrinking potion.
Jazz is thinking of plenty of ways that.
I don't even know if the potion is real. I just bought it. Oh my god.
You have a phosphorus blue bottle of, quote, shrinking potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the shrinking potion in quotes that I just wrote in my inventory.
Sorry, what?
Well, either way, I guess we should find Payne and Tora and hope that they had a wonderful thing, whatever they're doing. What a terrible time for them to go on a date while you are literally turning into a werewolf. Yeah, it's just like, well, we've had to go.
Speaking of, Tora, Payne.
Alright, fucking work your magic, make it fucking quick. I don't care, just don't make it, like, fancy or whatever the fuck you have.
Oh, no, you couldn't dream of rocking this. No, we'll take it easy. You'll still be you, just tidied up you.
Right. So, how are we gonna do this? What do I need to do then?
Okay, you just need to take a seat. I'll just look over. Sven?
Yes?
Could I trouble you for a sharp pair of scissors, a glass of water, a comb, and a towel and or cloth of similar size?
Okay, you threw a lot at there at me. That sounds more like, hubby's alley over.
And he makes leather work, and he would have the shears. Yeah, great.
Grendel? Already on it. As you see him, like, go towards this sort of tall rows upon rows of, like, drawers, like a tool shop's drawers. You see him, like, pull out one, there's a bunch of rags in it, and he puts one out, he's like, sort of, like, airs it out. Checks it, make sure it's clean. Throws it over your way.
Catch it. Thank you.
See him, like, rummaging through the scissors, and you're like, oh, that one's for cloth only. Very particular about his scissors.
There's a difference between two different
Oh, you haven't. Oh. You have things to learn.
Well, put it this way. If you cut anything besides cloth with the cloth scissors, you better start writing your obituary.
Why?
Very particular. And then he hands you a pair of scissors.
Thank you very much.
Eventually, over time, the other sort of little bric-a-brac comes out and sort of gets you ready for a makeshift salon.
So,
Okay.
how long are you thinking this is going to take?
Not terribly long. Hang on. There's one thing that just feels wrong, and I'm just gonna cast Minor Illusion to turn the glass in the water blue. Just...
Wha-
Okay. Don't worry about it. It just has to feel right.
What do you mean it has to feel right?
Don't worry about it. It just has to feel right.
Feel right
And,
for you or feel right for me?
Just be quiet, or else I'm gonna accidentally take off more than I intended to. Or intentionally, depends on how much you talk.
You better not intentionally take too much off.
I am
Than you
not
need.
going to intentionally take too much off.
Tora, give me a dexterity check.
Oh boy!
That's what I was afraid of.
If only I gave you inspiration before.
You imagine it's not too hard to give someone a haircut. You
Ah,
handle
you know-
cards
I
fairly
mean-
well enough. It can't be that different, right?
You also have your own experience with stylizing your own hair, so there's that.
I mean, his is natural, though.
Now, what's the one discussion we had before this? I hope we don't have to roll for it.
Yeah, well, here we are.
Okay, if the dice roller messes up your artwork, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shave a bit off the top. I'm
Yeah, that's
sorry.
an 8.
I think you might be taking a little bit, he's being a little too careful. So it doesn't really look like it's different.
You know,
So, being very careful at the specific features you want to keep in the hairstyle. Like the bangers don't have to lose too much. The back is already like it's scruffy, and you just want to make sure that it all looks nice and clean. As you begin to like start using like the pair of scissors, almost like a razor blade, to sort of like give like the under, what do you call it? Just like the nape of your neck. Just give it like that nice little clean up, that fade to it.
Mm-hmm.
You get the feeling you might have pushed a little too far into it. Like the form is still accurate. When the hair falls down, you hardly recognize it, but underneath you realize you might have pushed a little too far.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
That sounds like a mistake. Did you make a mistake?
I didn't make a mistake.
Did you fuck up?
I did not fuck up.
Did you do did you shit in the bed?
Changing the synonym doesn't change the answer.
Oh, it makes it more entertaining.
It goes a little bit slower to finish off. You know what? I'm just gonna.
It
I'm gonna just tie up the extra. I'm gonna comb out the extra length and just tie it in the back to kind of hide whatever I just did.
The good thing is you don't have to see the back of your head if you have a bad haircut.
It's true. It's true.
it is about by this time that the rest of the party does return to this smithy and salon.
Well, we gotta paint what is wrong with the back of your head.
Haha, very funny.
It just logged me out. Fucking hell, Fugi. How dare you?
Oh boy, don't keep the chat in anticipation. Oh my goodness.
I know. I'm trying not to. Sorry.
How deep can you dig yourself?
Ta-da!
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
There we go.
All right, Tora, you and your boyfriend. Wait, who is that? Oh, that is Payne. Okay, updating.
Sorry.
All right. What? I'm
Gonna
sorry.
walk around it. We'll just walk around and stare at my handiwork for a bit.
So
Oh no.
what?
Oh no.
What the fuck did you do?
I'm gonna have to look at this every day, aren't I?
The fuck did you do?
I made you way too hot. What the fuck?
Huh?
You see, Joust puts a hand on your
Oh.
shoulder. I'm sorry, Payne, but you are too hot.
No, I feel fine temperature-wise.
Camelot goes next.
See, this is why we don't do the flirting.
What?
I may have one arm, but it can slit your throat.
Fair.
All right, but either way, now that you all have got whatever you are doing that was so important, we have some news. We could not find a cure at our merchant friend, but unfortunately, the only place it is leading us is to Captain Crocodjaw,
Who is on his ship.
which we will have to go there to meet him. If we get a chance to that. But I think I might have a way we can talk our way in.
And that being what exactly?
Well, it better
We
not be singing
parlay.
sea shanties.
No, we parlay with the captain.
You think the cat a a croc, a werecroc, is going to listen to some elvish rules of piracy. That's absurd.
It might just be funny enough to make him listen to us, maybe.
Plus, I'm pretty sure parlay is between, seafarers.
And captains at that.
Very well, Captain. What do we do?
What?
What?
What? Clearly, Drana is the one that is clearly the most in charge of this piracy thing. I think they would be promoted to captain. It seems the most logical step.
You know what? I'll go with this. I have an idea.
Well, there we go. See, it's working out already.
Alrighty. We're doing this. Come on.
All right, let's go. Also,
Apparently doing this. Okay.
Also, Payne, I love the outfit, but we really need to flare it up a little bit. I'm thinking a kerchief for the neck.
Absolutely not.
Come on, lots of frills. You'd look dashing.
No.
How about an
Sun-
ascot?
Ah,
No.
Sunshine looks perfect. Don't ruin my artwork.
What?
fine. I guess I will just have to update this as well. But I'm just saying, you look very nice, Payne.
Oh, thanks.
No worries. I wish I could look half as good as you.
Perks of being a down bear, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, listen, I'm just built different. I'm sorry.
Quite literally, yes.
So, you're making your way down to the main docks of Gallius.
Making our way downtown.
Well, lycanthropy.
I'm gonna send you a question, Gob, just so I have it out of the way.
Sure.
Do 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 do.
How did you know Josh was playing that song?
It just came to me.
Essentially the question.
I mean, out of character, I was gonna say we parlay, a bounty of us, for a cure.
Of course, it would be
Got
the
it.
freaking elves
Cool.
that invented parlay.
I had to think of a quick replacement for the French.
Wow! You heard it here, folks. Elves, the French have been replaced with elves.
I mean, is that not
And
accurate?
now whenever you see them, elves will canonically have French accents. Well done.
You want to do is
Except for Drow, who will be Australian, because they come from a land down under.
God damn it!
there we go. Oh, good night.
I was about to
you
break.
wanna-
I was about to break my DM character and say "You flip that, but now not anymore.
Damn it.
Oh man. Oh, now I just picture. Oh, you here to picture Loth, are you?
God. Moving on.
Alright,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. You make your way down to the main docks of Gallius. The crews across are unloading and packing. See a small little early morning scuffle as like a circle of pirates are like just brawling shirtless.
I could probably knock every one of them out.
Payne is
Sorry.
looking respectfully.
Most
I was
of them are just
surprised to see
lean
how
folks,
fit
but
that one dwarf is.
but they're all fairly built. Most of them do manual labor a lot, so they have to have like a decent physique.
Looking respectfully.
There's that one dwarf with that really buff dad bod. He's got the beer gut, but he's just got the real thick arms. Like, wow. Like, whoa.
Oh man, he's got anchor arms.
Jeez.
Literally, his arms are tattooed with anchors.
All right.
A few things you notice, Rana, as you make your way down here. The fact that Silverbeard's boat is still here, despite everything that occurred last night. The second thing you notice, from all the captains you saw last evening, Calabaster's ship appears to be gone.
Oh, do I?
Take note of these as you continue down the path and make your way to this gnarly, almost moss-colored ship. If you've imagined the Flying Dutchman's ship from Pirates of the Caribbean.
SpongeBob. Oh.
Mhm. The Black Pearl, but like kind of a big sharky
Flying
kind of thing
Dutchman,
to
yeah.
it.
Why don't I remember? Why am I thinking Blackbeard ship?
The Black Pearl kind of thing, yeah.
No.
Gnarly.
The
Black Pearl's
belongs to
Jack Sparrow's. I'm talking about
Yeah,
the Flying
Jack-
Dutchman.
Oh, right.
The Flying Dutchman's Davy Jones, but I'm thinking Queen Anne's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, sorry.
I was thinking, if you know, Pirates of Darkwater, kind of like the big guy's ship, but it's not as giant. It's just like, you know, a sharky
That's
kind of thing. Or
That's an
Anyway.
obscure pull.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, either way, crocodile.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, the main features you do see on this boat are the apparent massive, like, steel front to this. These sort of interconnected, jagged blades that sort of make the front of the ship. You see this elaborate pulley system that can lift parts of the ship open and literally bite down on charging other boats. The other is the hull itself, being this gangrenous green color. You notice very particularly what appear to be scales embedded into the wood of the boat. Roll me nature checks, everybody.
okay.
Right.
All right, nature. I don't even know my nature.
You should know your nature.
The
I
robot.
don't. I
Your nature is that of a robot.
well, a
That's an
16.
oxymoron
So
if I've
good.
ever heard one.
17.
6.
And 15.
16, 17.
6 and 4 from Kirk.
You recognize these scales being dragon.
Ooh.
Dragon scale boat. Nice.
See the many bestial folks that are currently occupying the ship, including some of the were sharks that you fought against the other day. Other folks alike, you see bugbears, you see other of the bestial races. Names are escaping me at the apologize.
Tabaxi, the ape race or whatever they are, the orangutan or whatever, you know, those things. Like,
More or less.
I know. Yeah, like
There's
bestial people.
there is not a smooth skin on this boat.
Like a shifter here and there, but he's always in his like shifted form kind of thing. You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Cool. Nice. I feel a bit out of place here.
I'm going to look for the first mate, if there's another one on board.
Give me a perception check.
Also, I'm gonna give you Bardic, Drana, because I believe in you. So believe it. If you ever need to use it. Yeah, Bardic.
Need Bardic for this, I don't think.
Well, no, I mean for if you need it within.
No, I
you
know, but 26.
Oh,
26. Almost like they have just received the freshest coat. There appears to be a clean coated kobold who seems to be barking orders from the mast of the ship. He's sort of like hanging off the side of it, pointing his finger around and barking orders. You kind of like look around and see how like the crew's reacting to it, and they're sort of like half scoffing but sort of just acknowledging the orders they're giving out and acting on them.
I look up. Oi, Knick-Knack! Am I coming down here for a second?
At first he ignores you a little bit, but eventually another crewmate turns and is like, "First mate Knick-Knack! Some mate's calling you." It's like,
Oh, that's adorable. He's
Knick
not
knack,
last
patty
night.
whack.
How long
Ah,
do you think
yes,
it's gonna
yes,
last?
yes.
Full 7 days.
"Avast who dares approach Uladin?"
Captain Drana Emberlight, of the ship, the Stargazer.
You did what now?
He sort
Did
of
you just claim his ship? Some bold piracy. I love it.
he sort of like squints at you and is like,
Because his ship is still in. You are a genius.
Jesus. Holy. It's like, holy Jesus. What was that?
sort of like bashfully leans in towards another one. You hear him like whispering back and forth. "Oh, yes, the Stargazer. Ah, yes. We know of your crew well."
I have come to parley with your great captain.
You see Joss is like,
Just 2 thumbs up in the background.
he's just doing the thumbs up. I was like, he's doing the hiccup while like they're trying to retract the mage, just like 2 thumbs up.
Parley, what did that? Let's go get
Sorry,
the captain, first mate. Oh yes, of course, of course.
I know what I'm doing. I'm not doing this for the first time.
As he sort of like puffs the coat out a little bit and starts making his way over to the door at the far end of the back deck.
As he
I'm gonna
leaves,
shout over to
Alafi-
the. Sorry, go ahead.
As the first mate leaves, Alafi will quickly ask one of the nearest were-sharks. You get a little bit of a shout because the whole they're on a boat thing. What? Why do you listen to them?
We like to tenderize our meat.
Hmm.
And then Joss will lean over to Tron. He's like, "Do you want me to do the talking? Do you have this, Captain? I, as of course your first mate, am right here if you need me.
Why are you assuming yourself as first mate?
I am
Yeah,
the
you-
most
you-
eloquent of all of us."
you're doing a
You're
lot
the
I
of
actually
promoting.
agree with this.
You're the compass. Anyway,
Aww. He says, "Aw."
That
No,
doesn't mean you're first mate.
the
Ah.
Excuse me.
navigator, the first mate is supposed to protect the captain, which is Payne's
Aye.
job. Anyway,
So
Oh, that means I get to
you
be the chef.
you
Nice.
begin to hear like the knocking from the door. Captain!
Oh, that's adorable.
Captain!
It's like a kid trying to knock at his dad's door. Dad?
No, it's just like he's trying to call a kitty to dinner.
As you hear this loud thump as you see the door to the captain's cabin just burst open, knocking this kobold across the boat. Just this boom. Ah! As you see, like, the... There he is. Hey there, buddy.
He's a big boy.
Large, imposing
God.
figure of the
Big
hooded
boy.
Crocojaw.
And I have to ask this guy for help. Oh boy.
As you see him, like, duck his head under his own door. Sort of, like, pushes up and makes himself big. Starts scanning the edge of the deck, and his eye catches you all.
I stand there trying not to look like I'm intimidated, but
Give me a performance check.
probably not do. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. So I want to see.
You know what? I'm going to use it. It's a D8, right?
It is we're 5th level D8, yes.
Alright.
Well, I mean, I'm 6, but yeah, it's still 5th bard, yeah.
13.
13. You manage to just make a face and sort of stand calm as you just hear the thumping of his large crocodilian feet as they just weigh upon the deck of the boat.
Captain Crocojaw, it's a pleasure to see you again.
So it's Captain now.
The last captain got blown up along with the rest of his crew. It only leads us to assume that one of us must take his place, since we were planning to steal his ship anyway. We decided this morning that I was captain.
He sort of nods. Starts eyeing across the decks to the far distance where he sees the Stargazer.
Well, my associate here, as I point back to Alafi, is currently got infected by one of your blessed ones.
If we parlay. Just sort of waves his arm, and you see two of the crew members just sort of lay a long, heavy plank down you to get on the boat.
Alright.
Yeah.
I will step aboard.
And on we get.
Captains stand on equal footing.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
As
Hi, Captain.
So does that mean I should also move some boxes over, because I'm a little? Never mind.
Equal
Joss is
footing
already
doesn't
trying
mean
to-
equal posture.
Fair
Also a
enough.
good point. Yeah, also a good point.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair enough.
That was so fucking dangerous.
He sort
yes,
of-
I
Looks at you, turns over and looks at Alafi.
Mm-hmm.
You have stopped becoming prey. Have evolved to hunter. Can smell it.
My will is still strong.
I do believe he wishes not to be a hunter, as you say. Which is why his will persists. Is there any way you may know to stop this?
It'd be a shame if you lost prey that's as fun to fight as me.
Sort of smirks at that.
Would deny the call of the blood.
I have for 2 days now. It's not who I'm meant to be.
And yet you ask those who would embrace it to fix you. We have improved you.
We just knew that you were the most knowledgeable in this. It makes sense to ask you first.
We had nowhere else to turn.
Bold. Naive.
If you won't help us, that's no problem. I'll just keep fighting.
We'll be fighting inside and out. No cure, but a warning. As the tides rise, your urge will grow uncontrollable. You will hunt. You will feast. Whether you wish to or not. Seeing as how you've resisted. Instead of embracing your gift. Your eyes will grow red with blood. All will become meat to you.
As he over to the
Mm-hmm.
Would you transfer the curse? Or the blessing, depending on how you see it?
Lycanthropy is spread through the bite. Like an infection in the bloodstream. Is a disease.
So only he will be able to transfer it, which is not good. Well, not in our eyes at least. We thank you
Well.
for your time, Crocodile.
There is one cure. If you find yourself strong enough.
You have my attention.
If you wish to continue to be prey. Must slay the predator.
Oh.
Think you could down 100 HP a Luffy?
Probably. Is the were shark that bit me on the deck right now?
A perception check.
So, just for clarification, it has to be him that does the killing blow, yes?
21.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Amongst all
What you
the
on?
the beast folk that are working and trying to keep out of Crocojaw's visage, you see one of the were shark, the one that indeed bit you.
And so Alafi will point him out to Crocojaw. That one? Specifically? With a raised eyebrow.
You wish.
Oh,
Ah.
Crocodile.
Blood runs deep in the ocean. You must kill its source.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no. Oh boy.
Going shark hunting would not be easy. I don't think I have much of a choice, though.
There are only tales and rumors. The great dread shark that caused this. Only its blood can cure you.
I see.
Till then, tides will rise, and the tides will fall. Your cravings to hunt rise and fall with it.
Elafe looks over the edge of the dock at the tides as it stands right now. Where are we at?
It'd be high tide if it's the morning.
If this world functions that way.
Yeah.
Correct.
Alright. Thank you for the warning, Crocojaw. Sorry, Captain Crocojaw.
Now, there's nothing else. On.
Yes, leave our captain alone. As you see, Crocodile just backhands the kobold.
Ugh.
Just a
That
final
was
question before we depart. How long is that one going to last, do you think?
As long as he
Probably till
carries the coat
lunchtime.
on his back.
Give
As
him
you
7
almost
days.
see him like smack his crocodilian lips from it.
Give him 7 days. He'll be right by then, I'm sure.
I suppose we'll quickly get off the deck after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh.
While
They
maybe
gotta
not
Walk on
the
plank.
best answer, you have been given what you seek.
Well, it's an answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's at least an out.
So we need to find this fucking dread shark.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like an easy task.
Well,
Not
let's
one we
see.
can complete right now either.
Also, did we get a message back from any of those wizards yet?
Oh, I haven't sent the ask yet. And they're ETA. Should I do
Yeah.
that quick?
Yes, it seems like you still have your. It's the 3 dots right now. It's just 3 dots. Like, dot 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 dot.
We do need to come up with a contingency plan in the meantime, just to help mitigate this issue.
Time down whenever he sleeps.
I don't
I
think
think-
that's going to be.
He told you that
enough.
this will occur at every high tide.
Well, if
There
you-
are at
if
least
we
2
are
high tides every day.
If we are doing that, that would be
Mm.
12 hours in between each tide.
Correct.
Pretty
Yes.
sure the
High
only
tide,
reason...
low tide. 12 hours and 50 minutes, if I am to be precise.
Looks like Morgrand is holding it back at the moment, so I don't need to worry about this particular high tide. We have half a day before it's a problem. Takes half a day to get to Bloody Maggie.
If nothing else, I hate to
We don't
say it,
even-
but the shark pits might actually be the best bet for you. Just to at least let off some steam.
Giving into the hunger is not something I'm willing to do.
It's not
We also-
necessarily giving it in, it's more so just giving it a healthy outlet.
We
That's the
also
problem.
don't know where Bloody
Drawing
Maggie
blood
is.
makes it worse.
Our best bet, we put out at least a message. See if we get a response. Well, then we've at least tried to figure out where this creature could possibly be.
Yeah. Let me message the wizard quick.
Yes.
So
Alright.
possible lycanthropy cure and
The ETA on the wizard coming here.
Yeah, that one.
Also, should we go and check out our new ship, see if we find any information on where Silverbeard is?
We might as well just actually claim it. Maybe even rename the fucking thing.
Well, I'd prefer to have as we're like out of earshot to at least know where the original captain is.
I would too, but let's just go based on the assumption
Yes,
that he's
yes.
not, just for now.
Yes, or at least high and low, but we should at least check out this ship. That seems
Yes.
like a good idea.
Yeah.
He's
Agreed.
been here too long, I am concerned.
Alright.
While
Let's
we're
take a look at
walking
the
along-
Stargazer.
Aye, Captain. That's like I go on the ship. Also, I say, by the way, if we would be your mates, which would be? I apparently am the navigator.
Navigator, Pain's the first mate.
Luffy's the chef, and Tora is the cabin boy.
Yep.
I was going to say bosun or deckhand would make sense. Yes.
It's funnier making him the cabin boy. Either way.
Can I be the stowaway? They don't have anything to do.
Nope.
And I guess I am the cargo hold.
Luffy pulls up the sending stone.
All right.
And begins to send a message.
All right. What would you like to say?
How long till you're here? Also, help. I am lycanthrope. Bring a cure if you got one. Thanks.
I am lycanthrope? Question?
Short and to the point, as usual for you, Alafi.
It was longer than usual.
Reply,
true.
reply back. Hi, lycanthrope. I'm dad.
You can respond to this message.
New lycanthrope, who did?
A few moments pass.
Yeah, I usually have this effect on this man.
Well, preparations are made for your departure. Should be today.
Oh, shit.
Lycanthropy, though. Should seek the alchemist in Morrohaven.
Okay. That sounds doable.
days away.
Apparently not. That dude got here in a day.
By boat. But like,
We have a fucking ship.
We don't have. Do we have enough people to run it?
I mean,
We're-
us and Silverbeard's crew would probably be able to do it.
And,
Well-
here's the thing.
Anyway,
Silverbeard's cruise.
is that the end of the message?
Yes.
Elafi immediately relays this info because this is important as hell. Somehow they've gotten here today. It says should be today. He sounded a bit unsure. And he says there's an alchemist in Morrowhaven that might be able to help me with my toothiness.
Well,
You're what now?
My toothiness.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
His impending dental problem.
Yes. That's what I thought that you said. I misheard you entirely. Anyway,
I heard that
anywho.
too. Don't worry.
What did
Thank you.
What did you people hear?
Don't worry.
Something I'm not interested in, and he is.
Elafi
Anyway.
seems very confused.
Don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about it. Anyway, let's check out the Stargazer first, and then we'll head back to Drana's place.
And we can tell them, yeah, we're not leaving Gallius today. Wow.
So, you make your way back to the Stargazer. And find it still afloat, thankfully. But fairly empty of crew.
Now, where could they be?
Well, let's investigate. Perhaps there might be clues onto what happened here.
Captain, I would suggest that we check the captain's quarters. I mean, you never know that
Agreed.
maybe there might be something left behind. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Also, you could claim that room for yourself.
Agreed.
I feel like they're very much so
It-
alive and well. Silverbeard will not appreciate this.
Is there a giant hole in this ship from where it got gazer beamed?
Yes.
Thought I told Grindel. I asked Grindel to fix it as payment for us getting back here. Anyway,
Well, I mean,
It takes a few
Silverbeard hasn't been
days.
able to pay,
I get-
so no payment, no service.
anyway. But yeah, I guess I'm going to check out the captain's quarters.
Enter into the captain's quarters of the ship.
I'm going in with her.
I will check
Yeah,
the
I'm-
deck
I'm-
below.
Elafi is keeping an eye from top deck.
Don't recall
He's
if
also
you've
keeping an eye on
been
the
in
tides.
this specific room before.
We were on the main deck. We didn't go into the captain's quarters, though.
It is
Yeah.
fairly well decorated for a captain's cabin. It has this
course.
sort of well decorated, like round red rug, an actual bed that is infixed into the hull of the ship itself, as to not slide around or fall off. Also keeping to this like sort of red tone to everything. Like the blankets are red, the pillows are like covered with red. See what appears to be just a large desk across the other side of the room. Again, also infixed into the floor. A candle that has been completely used up. Like the wax has fallen off its handle and onto the table. Mostly pages of charters and maps and other locations. You see most prominently the most recent marked one was the location of the island that Thistlehawk came from. Things that
Alright.
throw you off the most, though, that there appears to have been a struggle,
Hmm.
as most of those charters and papers have fallen off the desk. The chair from behind has been knocked over, almost like in haste.
I am definitely going to take a look at the. I can I go into the desk to see if there's anything in there?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Let me know if anything's locked.
Will do. You're better with lockpicks than I am.
Of course, you have to be.
You said investigation, right?
Yes.
22.
That's a nat 20.
That's a natural 20. Whoa.
Damn.
Okay.
Is it the CSI vision? Like, this is what happens.
So,
Zoom and enhance. Zoom and enhance.
as you open up the desk, you see much of the history that Silverbeard has become known for across this pirating life. You see update after updated wanted posters, the bounty going up and up.
Speaking of which, no one told Trona that we're wanted. Or
Oh, I
Trona
did.
that we're wanted.
I did when we got back to the thing after I commented about Payne's date, you know?
Did you?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I thought I did.
no.
Nope,
Anyway,
either way.
sorry, continue.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, yeah.
The wanted posters. You see sort of more, to put it mildly, ownership titles for able-bodied and sentient people. As you continue to search through this, you sort of like sift your hands across the drawer of the desk that you opened and feel like a loose panel, and as you push it, a false panel pops off. You see what appears to be a
Gotcha.
journal.
Wow, good
I-
find, Trona. I didn't even notice that.
You're not here in the captain's quarters with us.
Oh.
It's just me
Oh,
and
yeah.
Drona.
Oh, wait, I went down, yeah. I don't know why I thought we were all together, yeah. Way down on the bottom deck.
But yeah, I am going to pull out the journal and open it up to the first page.
I'm just leaning over her shoulder, just looking at the journal.
So, most of the early accounts of this journal are mostly just appear to be ways for Silverbeard to pass the time. He's sort of mentioning days' events, his opinions about certain things that have been like ongoings, his views on the piracy in Gallius, which he so desperately wants to grow within and become a even more influential part of it. And he thought this people trading would be his staple, so to speak. However, eventually, further into the journal, it starts to recount the tales of Bloody Maggie. And eventually you start putting pieces together from the context clues he's given that he, for some time now, before you even met him, has been sort of Bloody Maggie's eyes and ears in the outside world. Sort of informant, trying to get in good with the high up captains and keeping her up to date on all their ongoings. The most recent entry was but a few days ago, practically your arrival here, or at least the night before it. You read accounts of his apprehension, his worry, that he had been nearly caught once before by none other than Keelhall, and how he's worried that just the mere proximity to Gallius is going to put a target on his back. He speaks of making his way towards their usual hideout and informing Bloody Maggie of things to come. That is the last entry.
Based on what we know now, I doubt that he actually made it. The question is, where did they take him?
I think he's dead.
I doubt it. There was illusion magic all over those prisoners.
I don't think he was killed there. I think he was killed before. Only one reason I say it. The only ship that's not here is Calabaster's. He left. And he wanted him dead more than anyone.
What's the rest of the party up to?
I was heading to the bottom deck. I remember that.
Yeah, I would be up on. Actually, yeah. Let me
He's
hit the
got watch if that's what you're worried about.
Okay, yeah. I'll follow after Joust and investigate. For any signs of what happened below deck.
If there's any clues, like if they had to grab something or left it here just to, like, maybe unless they rigged this thing to explode or something.
Oddly specific,
A
but
little
all
out
right.
there, but sure.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you have a contingency plan, maybe.
Yes, they rigged it to explode and set the fuse for like 3 days.
Give me an investigation check, both.
Oh boy. What's your investigation there, Tora?
It's an 8.
Oh, I'm gonna give you help then, because I only have a +3. I'll be helping you out.
Okay.
As like I like to think Joss' eyes are like flashlight, just scanning around the lights. Like, kinda.
Well, thanks for the help. Gonna need that. 16.
Nice.
Yeah, it could be better.
Smart boy. Smart lad.
Much like the struggle that appears to have occurred in the captain's cabin, you notice an apparent struggle down below deck as well. You see what is now stale food on the deck floor, as pots and pans and spatulas have all just been strewn and thrown apart all across the floor. A table and a chair are knocked over. A few still stand across the other side of the room.
Well, they didn't go willingly, did they?
Strange. But who grabbed them? That is the question.
Judging by who had those illusions, we could probably guess.
I am not so
Well-
sure. It is strange.
No, trust me, when you're putting on a show like that with illusions like that, you don't use people that you don't know the whereabouts to. You don't want to take the chance of someone knowing, oh, I saw them 10 minutes ago. That's not them.
To continue your investigation, you notice the struggle doesn't appear to pull people out, so to speak. You, like, the direction of the mess appears to be going further into the boat, down to the bottom deck.
I guess we'd definitely be following that, right? Yeah. We
Yeah.
found like trails of like broken, like smashed up food and stuff. Like someone a footprint heading towards the stairs. Like,
Oh, a chair knocked in a certain direction.
mhm.
Oh.
Right.
Almost as if it was a, what's the word, a culling?
Yeah, like drag them down to the basement and then chop up their heads down there, kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh god.
Again, oddly
I mean,
specific,
y'all-
but okay.
I'm just saying. How?
Listen, it's not Halloween yet, please.
Dude,
Into your-
dude, don't get ahead of the DM.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
If he's gonna tell us that there are bodies down in the basement, let him tell us.
Yeah, speaking of which, let's follow it down to the basement.
Oh God.
Oh no. Well, we better lead the. And I'll turn on the dancing lights and have them float down in case it's dark or whatever. So.
It very much is.
Beautiful.
As whatever
Oh, yeah.
sense of candle lights or any sense of lanterns that would have illuminated this place have long since dwindled out.
Yeah. I'll brighten it up. Yeah.
Dancing lights sort of cast these bright lights and deep shadows. See the struggle sort of press on. Make me another investigation, both of you.
All right. I guess I'll roll it as well. So, I think I'm only at 2. Yeah, no, it's a 3 because of Jack of all trades. Yeah. Yeah. 10.
And
And 21.
21.
Oh, a lot of 21s tonight.
he won. Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't roll that for your hair.
It's okay. It's
Well,
alright.
I
It
guess
looks
we can.
fabulous either way.
I guess we can tell who's the Watson, who's the Sherlock here. All right.
Elementary, dear, my dear Joust.
Mhm.
Either way. You bring the dancing lights up and Cora pushes their way through. Alright, just one second. The struggle brought from the mid-deck comes down below. While it appears that it has this sort of movement, this motion to it. As you reach the shelving that housed most of the boxes and the barrels and created this sort of like hallway sort of effect down it, just ends there. Not really place it is gone. It just sort of stops in the center of this bottom deck. But you begin to notice something as you take these slow and calculated steps across the bottom deck. You feel like shake of one of the boards sort of push down a little deeper, make this loud squeak to it. As you do, you notice that the board is unusually loose.
course, he's a pirate. Of course, he would have some kind of hidden deck below deck.
I mean, he knew his ship well, and Joss will like help start
I mean,
trying to see if he moves the thing.
it's typical. It's a smuggler's hole.
You're
Here.
right.
Yeah. I'll kneel down and start seeing if I can lift these up.
Yeah, we'll just help move 'em, yeah.
As you lift these boards and you bring the dancing lights around you, you see what appears to be almost bundled in a line the 4 crew members of the Stargazer that lived, all bound, tied up from head to toe, and gagged. Their faces appear to be pale from lack of food and water. And as well as them, you see Silverbeard with them, again tied, bound, and gagged.
As I'm like see
Are
them, I'm like they're emaciated but alive.
Here, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go down to Silverbeard and see if he's still with us.
Well, as you see this, you notice something very particular about this. Is that they appear to be almost half buried in sand and ash.
Wait a minute.
As like the dancing lights hit them, you see like the twitches in their eyes as they like squint and begin to like kind of weakly struggle.
No, just save your strength. We'll see about getting you out of here.
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
We found him, boys!
Boy, we should have checked the ship to
Ah.
begin with.
Probably.
I
Yeah,
bet
you
if we had looked,
know,
they might not have been here. That ash and sand is not a fluke.
that is a good hiding place, though.
They didn't hide down here.
No,
No,
but that was a
no.
good place to hide a body.
I suppose we'll see what happened to them next time.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you so much to the raiders who have raided us today. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And
I'm looking at how many names. Oh my gosh.
so long as we're as long as we keep to our normal schedule, there will be more conflicts to come. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
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 Bye.